Hello everybody, my name is Grotesque and welcome back to another video, and today we're just going to talk for a minute. So with Fallout 76 so close to release, I was checking out the Bethesda Twitter and Facebook page and I noticed they were releasing some screenshots and lore about some factions that are going to feature in the game. So I wanted to talk about it for a minute and kind of, I guess, speculate and ask some questions that you guys could maybe suggest or have the answer to. So first let me show you guys what they released. Alright, so first up we have a picture here of a guy wearing a firefighter outfit. He has a nice axe, which looks pretty pristine, and a robot next to him with a firefighter decal on there too. You can see him standing in front of a brick building with large bay doors, and it seems to be an insignia on the front of the building, so you can clearly see it's like a classic firefighter building. Bethesda also attached a message to this status. It says, all across America, they were the first to run into danger. The brave firefighters, police officers, and medical professionals who selflessly served their communities. After the bombs fell, they formed the Responders. Their mission, to help each other, no matter the cost. So clearly they're all the emergency services linked together to create one faction. That sounds pretty cool to me. Let's move on to the next one. Alright, so the next picture is a picture of a guy standing in front of a railroad station, or it looks to be a railroad station. The only reason I say that is because I see those like broken down boxcars or whatever you call them. If they weren't there, it could just be a street. It could just be a row of houses, but looks like a railroad station to me from this angle. The guy isn't wearing really anything of note. He looks to be wearing overalls and a denim jacket or something like that. He's holding a hunting rifle, and I've just noticed he's wearing a Pip-Boy. So that's an interesting note. We'll have to come back to that in our thoughts at the end of the video. But he looks to be nothing special. Again, Bethesda added a message to this. So it says, on October 23rd, 2077, the world was plunged into nuclear war. But what if you expected the worst and planned for it? In Appalachia, a group of doomsday preppers did exactly that. Organized as the Free States, they holed up in their bunkers and survived, at least for a while. So that's very interesting, doomsday preppers. We'll talk more about that at the end. Alright, so next we have a picture that looks to be a woman who is a raider. She's standing in front of a sign that says Cutthroat Crag. It says on the little sign there, can you survive the thrill of the most extreme trail in the East? I think it says. Cutthroat Crag, coming soon. It looks to be some kind of amusement park or something like that. I'm not sure what exactly it is, but it looks to be an amusement park. And obviously there's sandbags and stuff set up and raider gates you can see over there, so clearly raiders have set up here. What is the woman holding? She looks to be wearing either a trap or it's some kind of fashioned, like, unarmed weapon. Probably an unarmed weapon, to be honest. I don't know if it's a trap. Bethesda, again, have attached a message. It says, ruthless, selfish, bloodthirsty. Since the day the bombs dropped, raiders have been the scourge of the wasteland. In Appalachia, Rose is their enigmatic leader. But who is she? And what does she hope to gain as she watches the carnage from the roost on the top of the world? Alright, so you can probably already tell who this is immediately from this picture, but we'll talk about it anyway. You can see a big cliff face in the background there and one of those buildings that Bethesda wanted to make so that no matter where you are on the map, you know where you are, just based on the location of that building. But we'll talk about the building he's standing on right now. It looks to be like a steel structure, so maybe an ironworks or whatever kind of thing that the Brotherhood of Steel would set up on, like an industry building. It's obviously reinforced, you can see by the barriers and walls that they've made. The gun he's holding is badass. It looks to be like a 50 caliber machine gun that's like freshly ripped off the top of a Humvee, which is badass. I don't know if that's in any other Fallout game. I don't think so. The Brotherhood of Steel armor obviously looks great. It looks really good. But now let's focus on what caught my eye, which is that red turret right there, which looks to be an anti-air missile turret. Does that mean there's going to be vertibirds in this game? And can you fly them? Question mark? We'll see. We'll talk about that at the end. Oh, and of course, I almost forgot. Bethesda also attached a message to this as well. It says, November 2077, a month after the Great War, Army Captain Roger Maxon arrived with survivors at the Californian bunker of Lost Hills. There he formed the Brotherhood of Steel, who used a functioning satellite to extend their reach across America, all the way to Appalachia. Alright, so here we have another return of another well-known faction, the Enclave. So you can see in the picture a woman, a very angry looking woman, wearing combat armor, which looks pretty nice, and a pristine laser rifle. You can see in the background a dimly lit vault. You can see a nice modern looking light there, a very, very nice table on the left there. You can see that. I would like that in my house. And a nice little armchair there on the left too. I've said nice a lot, my god. But I like the Enclave. I'm definitely going to join them. They have attached a message to this as well, and it says, just before the bombs fell, U.S. leadership relocated to a remote oil rig off the coast of San Francisco. The Enclave's mission to re-establish governmental control of America from key locations, like a secret bunker hidden somewhere deep in Appalachia. Alright, so now that we've seen all the pictures that Bethesda put up on their social media, we're going to talk about them and speculate a little bit and see what we think about it. So, first of all, we're going to talk about flying. Is there some in it? I don't know. Do I want there to be flying in it? Yes, I do. The question is, though, what form will flying come in? Will it come in piloting a plane, or not plane, a vertibird, and being able to shoot out the side of it and stuff like that? I hope so. Or will it be like Fallout 4 where you just throw the beacon down, somebody comes, you get in and you're able to shoot out the side of it while the guy pilots you to your destination? That would kind of suck. Though that would make sense because I don't think there's going to be fast travel in the multiplayer game, because it wouldn't really make sense for people to teleport around in a multiplayer game. That just wouldn't make sense at all. So it would be fun, I guess, because I wouldn't have to walk as much, but it doesn't make sense. I would also like to be vehicles in the game. That would be nice if there was just vehicles. Like, just add something I can drive around on or walk around on, even if it was a quad or something. Because if the map's going to be that big, I want to get somewhere fast, man. Come on now, Bethesda, get on your game. As far as the faction goes, guy, I'm talking to one guy now. I think I have questions about that. The questions are, is it going to be factions with NPCs, or is it going to be factions kind of like how MMOs do it? Here's what I mean by that. Is it going to be like Fallout 4 factions where you can see the Railroad walking around, you can see the Institute walking around, you can see the Brotherhood of Steel walking around, and you have the choice to shoot them and kill them and make them your enemy, or help them and become their friend? Or will it just be like MMO, like kind of World of Warcraft and Elder Scrolls Online, where you basically just join it and you are it? So there is no leader. You are it. There's no NPCs. There's missions. There's perks. But you are it. There are no NPCs. That's a question. Because I would prefer it to be NPCs so that I can just screw around with NPCs. I can kill people. It actually feels like the world is populated if you're on a low population server. Yeah, just a lot of questions there. I would like it to be NPCs. Here's why I think it's not going to be NPCs. If you look at every single picture, every single person of every single faction is wearing a Pip-Boy. Now, I can understand that of the Enclave wearing a Pip-Boy. They're the Enclave. They're, you know, a government. Of course, they would have Pip-Boys. The Brotherhood of Steel, they're technological hoarders. Of course, they have Pip-Boys. I mean, the first responders, maybe they'll have Pip-Boys, but I don't think so. The Doomsday Preppers having Pip-Boys? I really don't think so. They're basically hillbillies. Why do they have computers on their arms? And the Raiders, the scumbags of the wasteland, they do not have a Pip-Boy, okay? They don't have a Pip-Boy. Here's why every single one of them do have a Pip-Boy. Because they're the player. Because every single one of those are a player. And there are no NPCs in the factions. They're just players. That means every single member has a Pip-Boy because they're right from Vault 76. So there you go. That's probably what's going to happen. Yeah, that's just what I think. Just from the picture, I think that's what's going to happen. Here's a thought, totally unrelated to everything. Is there going to be perks for different factions? Hear me out on this, okay? I don't know what the Brotherhood of Steel and the Enclave will have. They're both like technological superpowers, so they would have like better laser rifles, better armor. Obviously, the Brotherhood of Steel are going to have that really nice T-45 armor. The Enclave could have the T-51, I think it's called. They could have really nice stuff. They could even have XO1, because I believe the XO1 was made by the Enclave. But I don't know if it was made in 2096 or something, whatever time this game is set in. I don't know if it's made by then, but that would be cool. But imagine this, right? They could have certain technological perks. Obviously, they would have the ability to fly because they have vertibirds. They would like automatically have that from the go. The first responders could have like a stockpile of stim packs and medical supplies and stuff like that. They could have axes. They could have robots from the Protectrons, from, you know, the medical robots, the police robots, the firefighter robots, whatever. They could have that. That would be pretty cool. The Doomsday Preppers, of course, they have really nice bunkers. They'll have access to hunting supplies. They would probably have explosives because they're crazy-ass hillbillies. They could probably have perks with, like, hunting game and survival skills. Because there's going to be hunger and thirst and all that kind of stuff in Fallout 76. So you need to remember there's going to be survival aspects. They could have benefits as far as that survival aspect go. Maybe they'll have, like, that thing that lights up nearby creatures. Like, oh, there's a deer over there. And it, like, marks it red or whatever. Like a spotter perk in Fallout New Vegas. That would be cool. That would be a nice perk. And the Raiders, they could just have like a shit ton of drugs. They could have Psycho, they could have Jet, they could have Buff Out. They could have all those like drugs that the responders wouldn't have, those ones that upgrade your performance. That adds a few things. That adds some aspect that every single faction has something better than the other. So we're better at this, we're better at that. Just something there, right? It also adds the aspect of economy. If you want to buy energy weapons, you know who to go to. If you want to buy Buff Out and Psycho and stuff like that, you know who to go to. If you want to buy stim packs, you know who to go to. And if you want to buy, I don't know, a robot. If you want to buy Fisto 3.0, you know where to go to. You go to your firefighter friends who are having fun at the fire station. I think it would be good. So that would be interesting. I would look forward to. I look forward to seeing Fallout 76. Even, you know, no matter what anyone says, I look forward to experiencing it. It's going to be an experience. Is it going to be a good one? Probably. No matter what way you slice it, it's going to be a good experience. I look forward to it. Guys, let me know what you think. Let me know if I missed anything. Let me know how I did on this video. This is the first kind of news type opinion piece thing I've done. So let me know how I did. And other than that, my friends, thank you very much for stopping by and listening. And hopefully I will see you all in the next video. Goodbye.